Purdue Boilermakers beginning year number 2 under Barry Odom. Some changes on the defensive staff. Kevin Kane, who has a history in West Lafayette, back now to run that defense. Transfer heavy, 29 players added out of the portal, so solidly toward the top of the Big Ten for Coach Odom as he heads into that second season. And pleased to have you back here in Chicago. Dave Refson, Howard Griffith, Jerry Donato, joined now by the head coach of the Boilermakers. Coach, let's start here. You're one at a place. You always learn things about it that maybe you would not have known. So what did you learn about Purdue in year one that you can apply as you move forward here?
Yeah, really, you look at last year, and we always grow from our experiences, right? The positive, the negative. You make adjustments, you make changes. There's some things you keep the same. But the foundation of the program, we feel like, is on really solid ground. We had a great addition in the high school recruiting class, plus the portal. I like the organization and the people that we've got that touch our players every day. The thing that has stood out to me more, and one of the things that I thought would be the case, the Purdue brand is so strong. The people that care about our program, the donors, the alumni, the passion of the fans, they're so hungry for a winner. And I feel the deep responsibility to get it back for those people and all the former players. And we're on the fast track to get there. I like what this team has done the last 8 months.
You always say coaching is about teaching. I know that's one of your phrases that you like to use. So what are the lessons that you want to impart to your team based off of what happened in year one that they can apply to year two?
Well, the league is so strong every single week. There's not an easy out. And you look at last year, 3 games decided in a one-possession game, and we came up short. Okay, those habits, those are defined all season long, all year long. And then they're on display on game day. So playing complementary football, we've got to be able to establish the run game, which we never really captured last year. We gave up too many explosive plays on defense, so we got to fix that. And you do those things, you win the turnover margin, situational ball. Now all of a sudden you're winning those one-possession games, which are going to be so important for us.
Wanting to get more explosive in the passing game, went into the portal. What have you seen from those young men thus far?
Yeah, we're excited about, through the great thing, as you guys know, there's one portal window. So we had our entire team starting in January. So we've been able to galvanize them, develop them, team, all the things that go into building a team. We've had them from January until today. We've made some great additions in not only the running back room, the tight end room, the receiver room, and then up front on how important that is to protect the quarterback and then surround the quarterback with playmakers. And I think we've got some impact guys on the outside that are going to really help our vertical passing game.
You talk about building a program. This is your third build. There's been a ton of changes since you took over at Missouri. But what are some of the similarities? What is the constant in building a program from your first head coaching job to this one?
Yeah, I think number one, as I'm going into really year 27 as a coach, you look at some of the similarities. And I've always enjoyed building a team, building a staff, building an organization. It's still, Coach, I look at it's never going to change for me. It's relationship based, and the way you build relationships, it takes time and it takes effort, and you've got to pour into it every single day. And then there's always the growth component of everybody in your organization. You got to find ways to help them grow and be the best at what they're doing, but also give them and navigate through the changes to get your team in position to try to play winning ball.
How about the leadership from the quarterback position to really be able to take that next step?
Yeah, I think you look at what Ryan has done since the end of last year, not only his personal development, but his ability to connect with the team. And he's earned that, the work that he's put in, not only physically, but the mental side of the game, but then also pouring into his teammates. And then being able to galvanize those guys together. He's run a lot of different player-led things this summer, which have been awesome to see. I think he's got actual true self-confidence now in what he's going to be able to bring to our program. The guys understand that, they see it, respect it, and I think his vocal leadership has taken a big step, which we needed.
You made a change on defense with Kevin Kane. What made that the best decision?
Yeah, I think Kevin, obviously, he's got a history at Purdue, but before that, he was at Illinois and SMU and Northern Illinois and Wisconsin. I recruited Kevin when he was coming out of high school, and I've known about him as a player at Kansas and then what he has done over his career. He and I spent a lot of time over the last 20 years on being able to collaborate, share ideas. I know what kind of coach he is. I know what kind of leader he is. Given the right tools, he's going to have a chance to be really successful. Our kids are hungry to play for him, which is fun to see.
You know, a big part of when you start talking about defense and putting those pieces together is the big guys inside. How have you seen them start to develop?
Yeah, I'm excited about what that group's done. I think, you know, as you guys know in this league, if your front seven can play winning football, that makes everything easier on the back end. We're excited about Ian Jeffries, a returner for us. TJ Lindsey has come back. He tore his ACL early last year. He's fully back healthy, and both of those guys are going to have impact, you know, I think game-changing years for them and for our program. And then we had some guys that transfer in from Wisdom Sims to Rodney Laura to Kurt Neal. So really I think we've got 5 to 6 guys that are going to rotate at that position inside that can play winning ball in this conference.
Where's Ryan Brown have to grow the most?
Yeah, I think understanding, number one, you know, his step from just the football IQ, the learning, the decision-making pre-snap. I'm excited to see when we start fall camp how much more he has improved after a spring practice, after a summer ball. But from the time the ball snapped to him understanding where to go with the read, I think he's going to be on a different level, and now we've got to go do it every single week on Saturday.
What are going to be some of the key aspects or benchmarks for this team offensively, defensively, and in special teams for you guys to be where you want?
I mentioned a minute ago the ability to run the ball, control the line of scrimmage on offense. That's going to be so important. Zach Crabtree is our offensive line coach. He's new to our program, has done a great job. We've got a number of new additions at that spot. But if you can run the ball, then that opens everything up and makes it a little easier on the quarterback in the throw game. So I'm excited about that. I think we've got a number of playmakers on offense. We've got to get them the ball in space. And then defensively, the importance of eliminating explosive plays and being aggressive on first down, on trying to get the team behind the sticks, on how important that is for us to play. And then as important as anything is our special teams game. In the return game, the hidden yardage, starting position on where that is, and making impact plays through that. That's going to help everything flow together, playing complementary ball.
One of the things I noticed in looking through the list of transfers that you brought in, a lot of them are from power conference schools. Was that a concerted decision that you made? Is that a coincidence?
One of the things really in the portal this year, we were trying to be select and direct on guys that had played ball. Not just, hey, we think he's going to be, not just potential, but actual production. And then also even deeper with that, somebody in our organization had either coached them before or recruited them before. So we had a personal relationship with them before. We knew exactly what we were getting from a character standpoint, and they would fit the Purdue way.
What's changed from your evaluation process, say from last year, even going 2 years ago to where you are today?
Yeah, you look at how many years do you think you're going to have with the player? Do we have, as a high school kid, are we going to be able to develop him for a couple of years or a year before he's really in position to try to play for us to win? Or do we have him for 6 months? So that change has really been, our personnel department, recruiting department, all eyes together on making the determination, okay, are they in a position they can play winning football in the Big Ten? And if they can't, then we got to move on and go find somebody else, because nobody's got time, right? The urgency is now. We're judged on results and not just effort. And we understand that, and we embrace that, and we feel like going into this year we've hit on a lot of those guys getting to our program.
The urgency with portal players, what's your message to them when they come in?
That we're going to give them every opportunity. We're going to continue to develop them and make them the best football player they can be. They've got a chance to be an impact for us day one. We need you to be the best version of yourself. We're going to help you get there, but also the opportunity that you can create for yourself in one season of the Big Ten can open up another wide range of doors for them.
Some administrative changes at Purdue. AD Mike Babinski is retiring. The president left for Northwestern. How challenging is it to navigate that as a coach?
Well, I've been through this before. This is like chapter 7 of the book. So I've done this before.
You're sitting next to a guy who was through it a time or two as well.
Mitch Daniels was a president before at Purdue University and had a great tenure there. What unbelievable experience. And he's been able to really galvanize the university. And then Mike's done such a great job, 40-plus years in the business. I'm excited for him. I wish I had longer to work with him because he was one of the main reasons I took the job. We'll find an athletics director that's innovative. It's a great job. There's so much interest in it because it's in the Big Ten Conference. It's at Purdue University, and they understand the opportunity that's there to capture that and to grow and move forward.
With no more red shirt, 5 years to play 5, does that change the way you recruit? Does it change the way you use players earlier in the season?
I think it provides more opportunity. We've got guys, if you identify the right talent and get them in, we need them to play year one in some capacity to help the team win. So we're going to use that a lot of ways this year strategically in our special teams unit, and we don't have to worry about the 4 games anymore. Let's plug them and play them.
How will you define success this year, Coach?
I think every year, this is Coach Talk 101, but getting better week after week after week. There's no doubt about that, but also playing meaningful games in the month of November, pursuing bowl game and championships. That's our standard.
Barry Odom heading into year 2 at Purdue. Coach, really appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Best of luck. Look forward to seeing you in camp.
Thanks, guys.
That is the head